Welcome back to another episode of the Gem Hunter series here on Mine Your Biz. I'm so excited to bring you a sponsored look at SteamExchange. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, obviously make that button explode and then click on the bell icon so you're notified when new Gem Hunter content like this comes out. During the midst of a bull run, you do not want to miss this content and you must be subscribed to be first to be notified. All right, let me jump right out of the way and let's take a close look at SteamExchange.ca. SteamExchange.ca is the homepage, or is the URL as you see above. Make sure that you spell it correctly when you do your own diligence, your own due diligence in reviewing this project for yourself. Just to be clear, I have told you this is a sponsored segment, but it also needs to be made clear that none of this is legal, financial, business, or investing advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money or even how to do it. I'm just showing a project to you that was brought to my attention by the team. They asked me to present it as much of a detailed and thorough way as I can, and it's my pleasure to do so. It's great to see new projects continuing to try to build more options in the hybrid exchange space, not just centralized exchanges and not just leveraging the front ends of other DEXs and AMMs that we already know, but something in between that offers the convenience of both. So SteamExchange, I think, intends to do that as a hybrid exchange. They say on their website, SteamExchange is your one-stop shop for all things crypto. Welcome to your new home. SteamExchange is an upcoming hybrid digital asset trading platform made in Canada for the world. We got their white paper open in another page. We'll take a look at that in just a minute here. And they've got Experience Stage 2, a little video that pops up in YouTube there. You can see that Stage 2 is completed. So they've got an enhanced UI and they've got the mobile apps as well. We may be able to take a brief look at that. But for right now, we're going to open up that white paper in another page. It's actually a Git book, so it's beyond just a white paper. It's quite useful. And so bravo to the SteamExchange team for that. If it's just a PDF, that's fine also. We're used to that. But Git book is so much easier in that there are chapters or navigation and such that you can take a look at, and just a lot easier to read. I really think the best way to moving forward for projects to list all of the vitals in documentation and white papers. But they've got that open on another side. They've gotten reviews from, or they've gotten exposure from Yahoo Finance, Canadian Insider, Street Insider, Stockhouse, CEO.ca, and more. Plenty of socials that you can find down in the description of this video so you can do your own due diligence. Very cool to see that they're streaming on Twitch and that they are taking the Discord community seriously. That's super important. But Telegram, of course, is the standby in so many cryptocurrency places, and they're listed on LinkedIn as a business, right, a corporation, and the principles of the company are listed there as well, right? They're positively identified as being part of this project. We'll take a look at their pages in just a second here, but they're also posting on the major social media platforms as well. So take a look at them there and follow their socials for more information there. But their vision is to create a safe space in the crypto ecosphere for new and seasoned investors alike. They say that they're helping bridge the gap across multiple aspects of the investor journey, pioneering physical locations, trustless, innovative features and functions, and immersive learning modules. We're setting the gold standard when it comes to customer support and service, accountability, transparency in the digital asset realm. Our seamless integration across multiple customer-facing and infrastructure initiatives allow for unparalleled trading experience all under one roof. SteamExchange is your global one-stop solution. So what does that all mean? It may sound familiar, or for you, I mean, you may be used to this space and hearing a lot about DEX exchanges and centralized exchanges launching, and you maybe you're critical or you're skeptical. I think what they're trying to say is that they're trying to offer more than just the typical online centralized exchange experience. They are trying to create a physical location as well. That takes some doing. But let's take a look at the team in just a second here. As we scroll down first, I'm really eager to get to show you the team, but we've got some other details as well. They are a BSC token, and we've got that open both on BSC Scan as well as PancakeSwap. So we're going to take a quick look at that as well. Again, guys, without giving advice, I do want to give you as much info as you might want as that first step into doing your own due diligence. So we'll review that in just a minute here. But they're a BSC platform. They are rather BSC token. The platform itself has kind of what you'd expect to see, right? Orders as they come in, seeing the order book, seeing your own orders in a very organized fashion, seeing the charts, seeing the volume, right, on the buy side and the sell side, seeing where the pressure is highest, right, at a given point, and seeing what the active and open orders are if you want to fill them, or if you want to try to create an order in the hopes that you can get it filled based on the real-time data. Just as you see, like this is very typical of an exchange platform. So they're going to be using those best practices, obviously. And as I mentioned before, it's meant to bridge the gap between investors and the sort of digital asset ecosphere. I don't know if they're going to be supporting NFTs as of yet, but it may be in the future. Physical locations are also part of what they want to do. So they're mentioning that unlike traditional financial institutions, cryptocurrency began its life online. SteamExchange wants to bridge the gap between in-person servicing and modern day practice. And I've got I found a bit of a pleasant surprise as far as that goes on their leadership team. I think they may be very uniquely positioned to do this and maybe even do it successfully. I can't speak for them. Like the future is uncertain, right? It's very, very early for these guys, but so far the token has valued quite well, and I think they might actually have the talent to pull this off. We'll see, but I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute when we go over to the team reviews. They say their physical locations will serve as our learning facility, service centers, and the home to our ever-expanding organization. Starting in Canada, SteamExchange will set roots in Toronto, and shortly thereafter expand our physical footprint globally. As a little inside joke, guys, for folks who know. Offering courses and training for all things crypto, you'll be able to trade in confidence through the power of education. Fully immerse yourself into cryptocurrency like never before. If you believed the crypto space was not for you, give our courses a shot. We may surprise you. That's great to hear, guys. It's great to hear. And again, based on the pedigree of their team, I'm actually inclined to believe them. I don't often say that, but I'm actually inclined to believe these guys. Again, I don't want to spoil it right now, but I'll show you in a minute. Blockchain and coin. SteamExchange native coin and blockchain are a smart chain. SteamExchange native coin will be used as the main liquidity pair for all cryptocurrencies offered on the platform. It will work as the base token for our platform where all trading to and from other cryptocurrencies begin and end with the SteamX coin. In addition to trading, the SteamX coin will unlock tiers within our ecosystem. The more SteamX coins you hold, the higher the tier. The higher the tier, the more benefits you unlock. Think of it as an incentive to trade on and support the longevity of our product. All of this is not possible without being powered by our proprietary blockchain. Our blockchain will enable the native coin to thrive in the SteamExchange ecosystem. It will be developed with an open-end solution, allowing us to evolve to offer other functionalities such as gamification opportunities, launchpad services, and beyond. It bears mentioning that right now their token lives on Binance Smart Chain. So this is a future-looking statement here as far as there being a blockchain that will launch in the future. Just to be clear, that's how I understand it right now. Stage 3 is that there's a landing page. I'm pretty sure we're there. Community group expansions and language optimizations, very, very important, especially if you're Canada first. You have to at least have your English and French down solid, right? Native coin and blockchain planning has commenced. So the blockchain planning phase is happening as far as building it. Maybe not quite yet. DEX integration planning begins, and then tokenomics integration planning begins. So they're kind of knee deep in the planning phases, but they do have a couple of things built out so far, and they definitely have the token ready to go. So core values, they say for their team, that it has and always will believe that transparency is the key to success. With our open door policy paired with constant availability, we will always put our ethics and honesty above all else. They are promising constant updates and announcements, as well as marketing and advertising and delivery of platform milestones. So they want to communicate every step of the way. That's what they're saying so far. And again, I don't see a reason to disbelieve them just yet, right? So here's the team though. And I know you're looking at these guys and saying, do I know these guys? Is there somebody I should recognize here? Maybe you do know them. But the sense that I get is that this is their first major blockchain venture that they've done together, and they've been independently successful at other things. I think that's okay. I think there's room for it. I don't think we need to live in a world where it's all VC run, where every single business or every single cryptocurrency or blockchain organization that we think is a winner has to be anointed by A16Z. I don't want to live in a world like that, guys. I want collections of people like this who just have professional experience and are leveling up into cryptocurrency from an already established work experience, right? And professional experience. I want them to be able to bring great things to market too. So let's take a look at these folks individually. Here's Gary Bard, their founder and CEO. Gary is on, well, this is a newer account, clearly on LinkedIn, and it shows his current work with the exchange. There's also Neville, as you saw before, showing, again, this is a newer account that's pretty much just for this. So they were likely advised to do so. And again, like, I'm not mad at you, right? I'm just saying that these are things that we sometimes do to get team pages very, very out in the open initially, but it shows some of that other work experience. And guys, you know my take on it. There's nothing wrong with having had a job before. Like if you have to show everybody like, well, you know, I went to an Ivy League college and, you know, then I was a Googler, or, you know, I worked for one of the Fortune 500 big tech or Fortune 100 tech companies. That doesn't have to be your resume to work in blockchain. It's permissionless, right? Blockchain and cryptocurrency are permissionless, and everything else is work and merit-based. Let's stop fawning over VCs and trust fund kiddies, right? Or sorry, that sounds really judgmental. I don't mean to be judgmental, but you know where I'm going with that, right? Like, let's trust people who work to be trusted, right? I think that's kind of like what I'm saying. That said, like, it's a decentralized space, so the hybrid aspect, we need to pay close attention to what it is they're going to do there. But you got somebody who's functioned as a senior analyst there back at IBM, and then IT specialist, right? These are people who understand, right? Client migration coordinator for GG IT Consulting, and then did infrastructure for DHL. These are non-trivial things, guys, in terms of a technical role. These are non-trivial things, a lot of moving parts, and I dare say that by comparison, using some of the tools that are available today for blockchain and for exchange technology, probably not as challenging as some of the stuff that Neville has had to do before. You know, can't speak for him. Maybe I'll interview him someday. But I get the sense that, yeah, this is not the biggest challenge he's ever dealt with. And yeah, but I could be wrong. Could be more that he's dealing with. Christopher Beckford, project manager credential. Also, it doesn't actually list his work with the exchange here on LinkedIn, but he is the same Chris Beckford that you see right here, and co-founder and vice president and head of infrastructure. And I think there's some overlap with these gentlemen. I think their network kind of goes back to him back at Seneca College, unless I'm mistaken. I think that a couple of them went to the same college, and I think that's where the overlap begins. And then maybe IBM. There you go, IBM Canada as well. It could be that Neville and Chris work together, which is why they're kind of focused on the infrastructure rollout of the exchange together. And then Viraf, who is not actually a co-founder level member of the team, but head of marketing and PR. What has Viraf done? Well, Viraf has worked in the hospitality industry. So there we go, Vimari, there you go. So that's pretty cool. Was self-employed for a little while before doing this. Well, actually, you know, more than a year. But then Marriott International, right? Working on all kinds of stuff for Marriott International. And, you know, I had a friend back in the day who worked in the hospitality industry. It's, you know, it's not all it's cracked up to be at all times, and it's not all it appears at all times. And my hat goes off to people who are able to make it work, especially if they work in a more strategic role within that industry. Before I get too long-winded there, just to say that I think these are real people, and I think that they actually have some experience that if they're making it work together, they actually might stand a shot at making this thing fly, right? Like it could actually work. That's what I'm saying. Here's some of their documentation. It's on Gitbook, and the link is down in the description for you to look up yourself. But they've got all of the registration information, partnerships, whatever else you might need to know. And yeah, here they've got the co-founder level stuff, information there. It's a lot of the stuff we already read from earlier on. I won't bore you by going over it word for word, but it's listed on both CoinMarketCap as well as CoinGecko. We see right now over the last 14 days, it had a really nice previous week as of the time of recording this video. And the daily volume, or the hourly and daily volume, is just popping right off. And the current market cap as of the time of recording, is over $28 million, which is just, it's phenomenal. It's a healthy little, not micro cap coin, but small cap coin, right? So it maybe has headroom to grow if there's adoption. And of course, it also has the strong possibility of potentially moving sideways because we had this really intense pump recently. So guys, don't view this video as like me saying, oh, you got to ape in and you got to go heavy and, put all your money into this coin. Good grief, that's not ever what I'm saying, right? But I am saying that, like, you can take a look at this as well, and you can determine for yourself, like, does this make sense for me? Recently, though, as the time of this recording, nice little pop upwards, so kudos to them. Clearly, if there is enough in their budget, then they've got some operating capital, which is great. They actually stand a shot at building this thing. Let's zoom out just a little bit, though, and pull that way back into October. It's like not quite back at their launch, but it looks like they've had an all-time high of nearly double what they have right now, and with volume to match that. So they've seen better days, but they've definitely seen worse, and they are starting to see pretty consistent growth and organic trading patterns here. Like, without me charting it or anything or doing TA, you guys know that's not what I offer, but it does look like there's not heavy signs of manipulation here, which is great. Scrolling down, it is a decentralized token, right? So PancakeSwap version 2 is where nearly 100% of the trading volume is right now. The depth, it looks plausible. The volume looks good. This looks great for a small audience like what we have here, guys, or mid-sized audience like what we have here, to be able to take a look at and decide for yourself, like, okay, this might be something to throw into my little portfolio. And then on BSC Scan, here's the token tracker itself. Tokenomics, what we missed on the homepage is the full number. And let me jump back to the homepage, and we'll go past the team, and then there are links there, and here are the tokenomics. We're missing the total number, but that's available here on bscscan.com. And we see that it's 90,829,000,000. Now, why is that not a more like a more, I don't know, complete number, like 100 billion, for example, or 120 billion? Well, I suspect there's been some burning as per the tokenomics here. So 4% goes to the platform wallet, 3% goes to the marketing wallet, 2% is reflected to the holders when there's any kind of transaction, and then 4% is added to a liquidity pool. So quick math tells us that is, and then he fails to do quick math. Wow, 13%. That was not what I expected. But 13% out of every single transaction is what's taken there, guys, to make sure that that there's not a complete hemorrhaging of value by just having the TGE and then having it all just disappear. So that's apparently how they're managing that. Currently held by over 17,000 addresses. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to say it. We're not early. We're too late to be early to the party here, but I don't think that we're too late to maybe enjoy more gains before the end of the bull run. Maybe. You tell me in the comment section, though. What do you think? Is it too late to jump in? Are you still excited? I think the team alone may stand a shot at getting this built. I'd love to take a look at the platform itself and actually try it on for size, and the wallets and the apps and such, try them on for size in a future video. You tell me if you'd like to see that. But before I let you guys go, let's take a quick look at the PancakeSwap page. And on the PancakeSwap page, let's go ahead and put in just a stable pair. Okay, we'll get BUSD. We'll put a $1 of BUSD in there, and it looks like $1 gets you a little over 3,400 SteamX tokens as of the time of this recording. Let's flip that back around and take a look, see if they are as liquid as we'd like them to be. But let's double this and bring it up to 7,000 coins. See if that brings us to $2. Yes, it does. Bring this to about 14,000 coins. See if that brings us to $4. Yes, it does. Bring it up to 28,000 coins. See if it brings us up to $8. And yes, it does. It appears, at least at this level, that it is scaling linearly and that the contract seems relatively unrestricted, just based on what PancakeSwap is reporting here. So if you did need to divest yourself of some profits, then I think the tokenomics, as laid out here on the website, that they would be in effect, right? There would be fees, but you would be able to move those coins. It's just you would do that at a penalty, which then feeds the ecosystem. So kind of makes sense to me. I'm not a big fan of like rate limiting or restricting tokens. Just have clear fees. Allow that to then fuel the rest of the ecosystem. Apologies for the cough, guys. Well, that wraps up this overview of SteamExchange. Guys, what do you think so far based on what we looked at? Now, go check out all of the links down below, check out their socials, check out all the documentation, then come back, tell me what you found. What kind of questions should I ask them, or should I have asked them? What kinds of other how-tos or tutorials or overviews do you want me to take a look at with them? When their app launches for Android, should I take a look at how it runs on a Google free device? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Thank you so much for being subscribed and clicking the bell icon so that you know when more Gem Hunter content comes out. You're the reason I make this media, guys. I love your face. Remember to stay private and mind your biz. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Be sure to check out mineyour.biz, where you can sign up for our email newsletter, where we're still ramping up content, but you will occasionally receive specials for flash sales and all kinds of other deals that we have going on the site. You can also check out our services page, where we offer consulting to projects that need it. You can pick up the Freedom Phone, which respects your privacy. You can pay for it in crypto and have it shipped to you anonymously, as well as getting merchandise that also is paid for with crypto. That's right, we practice what we preach, including, well, a Flux swag page. That's right. It's a dedicated page just for the team over at Flux Network, because we love them that much. Thanks for watching to the end. Thanks for being subscribed. You know I love your face. Be sure to stay private and mind your biz.